Welcome to the Explainer, everyone. Go ahead and put on your wellness nutritionist hats with me today because we're going to decode a really powerful, completely natural Ayurvedic remedy. And this one is specifically designed for flushing out uric acid and systemic toxins. If you love understanding exactly how holistic nutrition interacts with your body's chemistry to create a profound internal cleanse, well, you are absolutely in the right place. But before we get into the heavy biochemistry, let me just ask you, do you ever struggle with unexplained joint swelling? Do you ever make up feeling stiff or just kind of feel like your body is holding on to a bunch of impurities? When we talk about flushing out toxins today, we aren't talking about some trendy, superficial juice cleanse. Actually, scratch that. It's more like a systemic reset. We are talking about addressing the very real physical pain that is directly caused by metabolic waste. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today's consultation. First, the uric acid solution. Second, the natural detox recipe. Third, how the ingredients work. And finally, the holistic health benefits. All right, Section 1, the uric acid solution. To really appreciate this remedy, we have to look at the root cause of the physiological problem first, rather than just slapping a Band-Aid on the symptoms. The absolute core problem we're tackling here is uric acid buildup. Think of accumulated uric acid as literal dirt, just toxicity stubbornly trapped within your body's tissues. When your body can't efficiently filter out this waste, it crystallizes. And guess where it absolutely loves to settle? Right in your joints. That buildup leads directly to stubborn joint swelling, inflammation, and chronic pain. By addressing this specific toxic buildup, we can effectively sweep that dirt right out of the system.
Moving right along to Section 2, the natural detox recipe. Let's look at how to build this into a really empowering morning ritual.
You might want to grab a pen for this. To create this highly synergistic natural detoxifier, you start with a foundation of 1 glass of warm water. To that, you add exactly 1 teaspoon of lemon juice and 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. Next, mix in half a teaspoon of freshly extracted ginger juice. And finally, top the whole shebang off with just a single pinch of turmeric. The real beauty of this remedy is how accessible it is, right? These are powerhouse ingredients you probably already have sitting in your kitchen, but when you combine them in these exact ratios, they become a highly potent Ayurvedic medicine. Now, how and when you take this is just as critical as what goes into it. Here's the routine. Mix it all thoroughly into that warm water. For the most profound detoxifying effect, you want to drink this early in the morning on a completely empty stomach. Why? Because your body is in an optimal state to just soak up those nutrients without the interference of digesting your breakfast. But hey, if mornings are too crazy for you, there's definitely flexibility. You can take it once a day, strictly 30 minutes before a meal. That 30-minute window is absolutely crucial for maximizing your body's absorption. All right, Section 3, how the ingredients work. Now, what's really interesting here is the underlying biochemistry. So let's unpack exactly what this drink is doing inside your body. Let's walk through this clinical mapping. First up is lemon juice. The active compound here is a huge burst of vitamin C. Now, we know vitamin C is a master detoxifier, but its specific job in this recipe is to make that stubborn uric acid soluble. It essentially melts the crystals down so they can actually be flushed out. Then, we'd have the apple cider vinegar, which is powered by acetic acid. This is a real game changer for your body's internal pH balance. By improving your pH, the acetic acid directly supports your kidneys, making it vastly easier for them to filter out that newly soluble uric acid. It's an incredible 1-2 punch of solubility and filtration. Next, let's spotlight that tiny little pinch of turmeric we added. Turmeric contains a highly active compound called curcumin. And from a nutritional standpoint, curcumin is, frankly, legendary. It acts as a highly targeted nutritional strike against inflammation. Even in just a small pinch, it's widely recognized for its ability to dive deep into those swollen joints and provide some serious relief from pain.
And this brilliantly illustrates how ginger and turmeric team up as complementary anti-inflammatory agents. On one side, we have ginger juice, right? That acts as a natural, broad-spectrum anti-inflammatory that directly takes the edge off the swelling and pain. On the other side, we have the turmeric, delivering curcumin for that targeted deep tissue pain relief. Together, they aren't just masking the pain, they are actively tag-teaming the physical swelling causing it, attacking the problem from slightly different nutritional angles.
Finally, Section 4, holistic health benefits. Managing uric acid is phenomenal, for sure, but it's really just the gateway to total holistic wellness. Let's rapid fire through these overarching benefits. Beyond naturally balancing your uric acid levels and effectively detoxifying your system, building this specific morning habit unlocks a ton of secondary wellness goals. Because of the acidic and enzymatic properties of the lemon and vinegar, it significantly improves your overall digestion. Plus, this improved metabolic function actively aids in weight loss management. And lastly, because you are actively clearing out internal sludge and flooding your body with vitamin C and anti-inflammatories, it deeply strengthens your immune system. You're fixing one problem and literally upgrading your entire body in the process.
I want to highlight a direct takeaway from our source material here. It states, regular consumption provides relief from swelling and pain while effectively detoxifying the body naturally. So, the absolute key here? Consistency. Natural medicine isn't a one-and-done magic pill, right? It requires regular, daily consumption. When you make this a true habit, it becomes a highly effective, ongoing approach to maintaining your body.
So, what does this all mean for you? Well, you now know the recipe. You understand the clinical breakdown of how the vitamin C, acetic acid, curcumin, and ginger all interact with your cellular biology. And you know the holistic benefits. So I'll leave you with this. Are you ready to make this powerful, science-backed Ayurvedic detox your new morning habit? Challenge yourself to take action on your health. Try integrating this simple, nutrient-dense drink into your daily routine and just see how your body responds. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and here is to your vibrant health.